I'm going to give you some SEO tips for how to do 301 redirects, how to get the most benefit from your 301 redirects, how to find expired domains for 301 redirects, how to do page by page 301 redirects, and I'll give you the information as we go. All right, so let's do this first. So what are we looking for? All right, let's just say, for instance, I'm going to give you the top things you need to be looking at. Do not overthink it. Because remember, you could overthink it, spend hours of time, pre-launch a page. It doesn't index, there's an issue, it's toxic, but it looked good. So what I want to give you right now is, here's what we're looking for. All right, so let's just pick out a domain out of nowhere. What's a popular niche? Let's think about this. All right, what's a popular niche? What's a popular niche? Let's think about, I don't know, let's look at what is in here. I was looking for grants for my business, didn't find any, but let's do, I don't know, dog walking. All right, I'm just looking for a domain. Now I'm going to show you the elements that are the most important. All right, bear with me, stick with me until the end. I got something hot for you. All right, so stick with me here. All right. Let me give you the so let's just take this domain. All right, we're going to bring it over. You can use any tool you want. For this example, I'm using SEMrush. Excellent tool. Bottom line, I'm with them because they answered my messages before the other guys. That's the reason. All right, so you can use whatever you want. I'm a simple guy. All right, so but in any case, let's say that we're doing our research. You can find expired domains at expireddomains.net. You can search by keyword. All right, that's not it. All right, so if you're looking for expired domains, you can find expired domains at expireddomains.net, which is this site right here. And it's going to give you all of the details that you're looking for. You can search by keyword, domains, backlinks, Alexa scores, yada yada, the list goes on and on. Now there's some other tools to speed this up. I want to give you as much information about 301s and how to use them as possible. All right, so what we have here is, this is a tool to find it. Okay, now I use Spamzilla. You don't have to use Spamzilla, but it breaks down all the metrics that we're going to discuss. I'm going to show you and tell you exactly what you need to be looking for, but bear with me. Let me give you some resources first. All right, so this is Spamzilla. It'll break down the metrics, Majestic. It'll give you Moz. It'll give you Ahrefs, whatever you want. Bam, all in one spot. Now, another one that you can use, that if you want to use, say, expired domains and you want to do things manually, maybe you feel like Spamzilla is already played out and you're not catching anything that you really want. Well, Domain Hunter Gatherer. All right, this is a manual tool. You do a search on expireddomains.net, right? You go into the platform, you bring up your keywords, you get the tool, you copy all of the domains, and you throw it into Domain Hunter Gatherer to find the domains, all right? This works great. Something else that I use, it's right down here. If you take a look here, see this box here? This is called Scrapebox. It's very cheap. It'll help you find not only articles, but it'll also help you find expired domains. It posts comments, does all kind of stuff, and it's only $100. I'm not promoting it. I'm just saying, look I have it on my machine. That's enough said, right? So I use it. I love it. I think it's great. I mean, here's Scrapebox and here's GSA. All right. So in any case, there's some resources for you. There's also other places, right? Like Dropcatch. All right. So if you do Dropcatcher's list, this is, hey, I have my eye on a really good domain. I'm willing to pay the cost. There's a perfect domain. Here's a list. Start looking for, this is the keyword you're looking for. Drop catchers. I probably spelled it wrong, but you get the point. Drop catchers. There's dropcatch.net. There's dropcatcher.com. Spamzilla kind of does that service. There's a lot of services out there. Then I'll give you one last one. It's called Phoenix. Phoenix Domain Drop Catcher. Okay, I think that's what it is. Phoenix. There's Dropcatch. There's iCanWiki. I forget the spelling of it. It's a weird spelling. It's called Phoenix. It's kind of like a Spamzilla, but it's free. Really cool resource, all right? It's a weird spelling, though. Now, that's the resources. Now, let's talk about what are we looking for, All right, we've done the research, we've pulled in the domains, and again, stick with me, I got something good for you. All right, we've pulled in the domains. Chris, what are we looking for? Let's say that this is for your brand, business, or service. So what are some of the key aspects that we need to be looking for? Now, initially, I like to make sure that there's some pages indexed and there's some slight traffic still coming to that domain. Why? Because launch a page, right? Get a PBN link that's not getting any traffic at all. If a site's not getting traffic, the power seems to be going down. End of statement. But that does not mean it cannot be revived. So what are we looking for? Now, let me go ahead and break this down for you. But here's what it is, all right? I'll show you inside of a tool, but bear with me here. So we're looking at anchor text, all right? We'll just put referring domains, all right? Anchor text, referring domains, backlinks, but primarily referring domains, anchor text, so that's pretty much about it, actually. So here we go. So let's say that this is one that we have found, all right? Now, we don't have to get super crazy about this. As long as, okay, we have our referring domains here, all right? This looks like a pretty strong domain, 7,000 referring domains. So once we pull up our referring domains and we go in and take a better look, then we are starting to look for, okay, what kind of referring domains does it have? How many quality links does it have? So what we're going to do is we're going to probably go in here from 41 to 100. And what we're looking for is, does this domain contain any links like Forbes, links, those types of links. So we're looking for that kind of stuff. Is there times? Because this is an added benefit regardless of, hey, are we going to be selling this? Also, if there's a Forbes link on a particular topic, we're just using Forbes as an example. But if it's getting high authoritative, true authority domain links about a specific topic, and I'm utilizing that domain either to build on or I'm passing power through it, if I'm getting links from an authoritative domain, this is a semi-authoritative domain. You get what I'm saying? So these are an added bonus. If we're looking at if we're looking at this expired domain as a piggy bank, I consider that a quarter, right? We just threw another quarter in there. Everything else is almost like pennies. Like, how many referring domains does it have? We want to get the more referring domains, the stronger the backlink, right? The stronger the domain. It's not necessarily about this, because I was questioned on this. It's not the overall backlink count. It's referring domains, all right? Referring domains equals the actual power. Next, as soon as I see the referring domains, if I got above 500, we're working with something special here, right? At least there's a little something there. We want to go even higher, but 500 or better is what we're looking for. The very next step is we need to see what the anchor text or the votes from other sites are coming into the website. Why? Because what these words are inside of here is what this site is about semantically. According to Google's bot, it's just a program, an algorithm. When it comes to the site, boom, how many votes from other sites are coming in, okay? And what are they saying about my site? Well, this particular site says wag, dog, walker near you. So it's a local dog walking service. Makes sense, or it's probably a directory. So this is what we're looking at. We're looking at, okay, when I start scanning through here, we're looking for, is there anything about pharmacy? Is there anything about XXX? Or is there anything about casinos? No? Great. Is there a ton of foreign language anchor text coming in? Is there just some? That's fine. But if we're seeing more than a 10% anchor diversity, anchor text coming in that's completely foreign to our language, this might be a pass, dependent upon how many authority links are coming in, and also what's the other anchor text and how hyper relevant is it. And that leads me to a point that I want to share with you. If I'm going to 301 redirect the site in, does it have to be topically relevant for it to pass power? The answer is no. You're still going to get power, but the amount of time that it's going to take could take a little bit longer, all right? Also, if we want to maximize our results in the fastest way, right? Just because something works doesn't mean that it's the optimal way to do things. If we're looking for optimal, which I'm sure you are in 2021, we need to have high referring domains. We want to have clean anchor text that's related to our brand, business, or service, or it could be neutral. Also, we want to make sure that the site or the domain is still maybe getting just a trickle of traffic. This would be really cool, because what you'll find is even though if it's expired, it hasn't been dropped, it's an expired domain, there might still be a fragment of traffic. That's all we need. That's all we need. So this right here, if we're a dog walker and we're looking at this anchor text profile, yes, the majority is here. You can tell what the majority of the site is about. But as we go through here and we're looking, right, every single link that's been given here, we could see here that this is a clean profile. If I'm a dog walker and this auction, if this domain is on the auction block, this is a buy, right? You get what I'm saying? So let's quick recap. Referring domains. All right, excellent. Are there any authority domain links coming in? This is a bonus. Referring domains, is it high? Is it above 500? Great. Next, anchor text. The majority of the anchor text, is it clean? And then we're going to start looking for spam. Now there's one more check that needs to be done before we make our purchase. And this is, how many times has it changed hands? Has it changed hands more than one time? Ideally, it's just like when you're buying a car. When you're buying a car, do you want a car that's been used by 2 or 3 people, or do you want to buy it right from the owner? You want to buy it from the owner. Why? They bought it new. They took care of it. You get what I'm saying? It's the same thing for a domain. So another step is something called the web archive. If you're brand new to SEO, brand new to, search engine optimization or anything, right? Just building websites in general, it's called the web archive. I probably will spell it wrong, but that's fine. The Wayback Machine, or the web.archive.org. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to give you snapshots into the past. What we are primarily looking for, and I'll give you a quick example because I was asked in past videos, hey, show us how to do it. Let me go ahead and do that, okay? Let me do that for you. So let's just take, for instance, let's take the same example that we've been working with, and we're going to throw it into here. Now, this is called the Wayback Machine, or the web.archive.org. Now, what we're looking for is the green ones are the snapshots from a particular date. Now, as you can see here, we can see that this is probably the same owner. It looks like it was maybe, but if you're looking at a domain that's 10 years old, it might have been, you see up here? See how there's a 2021? If you're looking at a domain and there's one here, one here, one here, or one here and it skips 2 and then there's another one, you're going to want to look at these because we want to see, is there any past PBNs? If there was it at least 2 years ago? Also, how many times has it changed hands? Because we don't know what's hopping. There could have been a lot of hops in there. People 301ing it, people redirecting other pages or just pages. You get what I'm saying? The less amount of hands in between, the better, all right? Also, we're looking for past PBN usage and or just past spam nonsense that, hey, there's so many domains. Trust me, don't overthink it, all right? So that breaks down the process. We went over tools, we went over the process, what we're looking for, and also just the steps in between. Now, let's talk about, okay, Chris, I've bought my expired domain. Should I rebuild or should I 301 redirect? Now, should I rebuild? Should I 301 redirect the entire domain, or should I 301 redirect the pages? So, in my humble opinion, all right, just one man's opinion, for me, it's either going to be a rebuild or I'm going to 301 redirect the pages that have the power, all right? I'll mention that one quickly. So, instead of 301 in the whole domain, not always viable. I'm just picking out, because sometimes what you'll find is certain pages will have those. Remember we were talking about authority links? If there's a particular page that has a couple, I call them hitters or bangers or whatever you want to call them, high authoritative, potent links, I'm just going to 301 that page to the new page that I want to power up. In most cases, we're going to rebuild. We're going to retain the domain and then just HTA access those links over, right, from one page to another. let me go ahead and show you exactly what I mean by this, all right? So let's just take, for instance, I have a domain I was playing with for a contest, all right? Since then, I've been playing with it, doing some other things, just trying out some things. Right now, what I'm trying out is, well, it's irrelevant what I'm trying out. Let me show you the mention at hand, all right? All right, so let's get rid of all these quick, all right? So we have this domain. Let's say we just bought this and it was expired. Now, let me go ahead and show you how you can, 80% of the web's using WordPress, all right? So it's PHP based. So let me show you how to redirect, because a 301 redirect from a host, the entire site, super easy. But let me go ahead and show you how to 301 redirect a page. Because say I'm looking inside of here, right? I'm looking at my backlinks. I go to, and I find the most powerful backlinks coming in, and we can see that, okay, let's just say it's this page here. How do I just 301 redirect that page and its power to another site, right? That's what I'm going to show you right here, all right? And then I'm going to build on that. I'm going to show you a super cool, sick trick that I stumbled onto. And it seems to be very effective, at least for my competitors. So I'm playing with it right now to see, but I'm going to show you before I have the results. I always like to do that. So that way I can have other people try it too. And then they'll say, hey, Chris, that was really cool, right? Because it might work for me, but I need like 10 people for it to work for. And then they'll be like, oh, man, this is awesome, dude. Or they'll say, nah, didn't work, Chris. I'll be like, oh, next time. But no, I have seen it in the wild working, and I'm going to share that with you. And it has to do with 301ing and redirects, okay? Let me make sure that this is running. Sometimes it kicks me off. All right, so stick with me here. So let's do the HTA access. So let's say, for instance, that you're hosting your site. Now, this is the Chris Palmer SEO site that we did for a contest. Now, this is very, very, what you're looking at here is, this is ultra typical for pretty much every host. It might be different colors or schematics, or it might look a little bit different, but for the most part, this is what you're going to be dealing with. So what you're going to want to do is go over here to the file manager. So for here, it's under popular links. This is HostGator Cloud is what I like. I was an affiliate for them for a long time. Now inside of here, you have your home, this is your cPanel, right? You can look up how to get here. It's very easy, but what you're looking for is your HTA access file, all right? Now this is, let's say that I bought Chris Palmer SEO. I want a 301 redirect a specific page, all right? Because that page has all the power, right? If you want to do the whole domain, that's fine. You could do it from the registrar, but it's usually going to be page by page. So you want to launch the site. We're going to use an HTA access file in order to direct just the power from those pages, all right? And that's what I'm going to show you here. So here's what you need to do. So once you come inside of here, what you're looking for is, so here, we'll start from the beginning. I think I'm in it. So you're going to click on your home. Once you're inside of home, you're going to want to go to public HTML. All right. Once you're inside of public HTML, you're going to see the HTA access file. All right. This is, most browsers are using Apache. Even if you're using Lightspeed, you're probably still going to be able to add, like usually it's like Lightspeed with MariaDB database, but you can still utilize an HTA access file. And this is something that you want, right? So talk to your devs if you don't know what I'm talking about. Now, if you don't see that .hta access, you can go up here to settings, and inside of settings, see this option right here where it says show hidden files. Just check that, all right? So once we're inside of here, we're going to go to HTA access. We're going to right click and we're going to go to edit. Now, if you're not uncomfortable, don't go in here and just start playing around, right? Make a backup, I think they say, but this is what you want to do. So if you're uncomfortable, you've never done this before, I highly suggest making a backup before you start messing around, all right? But I'm showing you one specific thing, so you can't really mess this up. So again, start at the public HTML. Once you're at public HTML, you'll go next level deep. We're going to go in here to the HTA access. You will right click. You're going to go to edit. All right. Now, once inside of here, you will click on edit, and what you're going to be led with is all this fun stuff here. All right, so let me just take a look at something quick here. All right, so there's all of these details inside of here. And what you're going to want to do is, now we're going to have to go over here to the domain. All right, now remember, we have this site up. We want the site to be indexed and crawled because we want to get the initial links counted, right? And we want to literally redirect just that page that has the links, the power, whether that's the home page, a specific internal page. This is how it's done, okay, for anybody that maybe just joined me. So let's say we're inside of here, and let's say that this is the domain we've launched. If you know, and if you're curious about launching pages from the Wayback Machine, there's multiple tools and downloaders that you can utilize. You can even go to Fiverr or Upwork, and you can hire somebody at a very affordable cost to go ahead and download an old web archive and just re-upload exactly how it was, the exact same site. Just relaunch it exactly how it was, because all we care about is the links, right? We just want power, unless you're rebuilding on it, but that's a whole nother story, right? So what we're going to do now is, let's say, for instance, that this is the page. Let's say it's this Fernley digital marketing page, all right? So we've relaunched our site, and we want to redirect this page because this is where all the juice is. So what we need is, we need to come over here to our HTA access, but first you want to grab this URL bar, right? This string after the domain. So / whatever the page is /. So just go ahead and grab that and copy it. Now come over here to your HTA access file, all right? And what I want you to do is, you could do it at the start, you could do it at the bottom, but it has to be in where it says start and end. Can you see this right here? It says end WordPress. Here, let me get rid of this. See where it says end WordPress? So before that hashtag. All right, so what you're going to want to do, this is so easy, and this is one of the things that I was asked about multiple times, but it's so simple. You just put hashtag spacebar, capital PERMANENT, permanent, space, URL. We're going to do, do capital letters. So permanent URL redirect. All right. And then we're going to do enter. And right underneath that, what you're going to do is, you're going to do a capital R, and then you're going to type redirect. And you're going to do a quick space, and then you're going to put that page. All right. So just put that page in there. So as you can see here, all right, and then you're going to do a space, and then wherever you want to send it, all right? So it's just that file name inside the HTA access of that page. So it's permanent URL redirect, okay? Underneath that is redirect, space, and then just that folder, just that file. So in this instance, it's just this page, Fernley Digital Marketing, all right? And we're just going to take that whole baby right there. And then we're going to do HTTPS. And where do we want to send it? Let's say we want to send it to, let's send it to my other site. So chrispalmermarketing.com. And then we'll end it with the /. Now, just to show you, so we're at this page right here. Again, we're adding locations. And we went to Fernley, we click on Fernley, and here it is, right? So inside the HTA access, all we have to do now is click Save Changes. Might take a moment, so Save Changes. All right, we made no changes. Now when we come in here, we go to File, we go to Locations, we go to Fernley Digital Marketing, poof, it's right to our page. So now we've permanently 301 redirected that entire page and all of its power over. Now, there's other walkthroughs. If you want to do the whole site, I don't recommend that. I recommend you cherry picking the pages that have the power. Don't just 301 it, because then after you forget and the links show up, that site's going to drop again, and your competitor is going to be waiting there to grab that domain.